Watch with caution.
Action.
Viewer discretion advised. If you want to get cancelled, look ahead.
Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond.
I never thought that I will love ever again. Everything in my life has been so bitter.
Everything in my life has been so tasteless that I actually need something sour.
That's when I found her.
I don't know what it was. When I first saw her, it was like it was love at first sight.
Without her, I don't think I can live anymore.
She's one fine specimen of a substance.
She's perfect. She reacts with bases, produce water and soil.
She has a pH of 2.9.
She has the perfect number of 50% acetic acid.
Oh boy, I think I know exactly what you want. Just when you think your life is over.
That's when apple cider vinegar comes in, takes over.
Find out why apple cider vinegar is changing people's life forever. So getting to the serious side, let us talk about properties of vinegar and acids inside it. Let us start with Shahid.
Thank you, Sam. Let's talk about this formula I have right here. This is the formula of acetic acid, which makes up to 5 to 7% of apple cider vinegar. Acetic acid is both arenes and a bronzoluric acid. It is an arenes acid because, as you can see, it increases the concentration of H plus ions in a solution, and it is a bronzoluric acid because it is donating a proton.
Okay, let us see if acetic acid is weak or strong. So acetic acid is a weak acid, as we can see in this equation. As you can see in this equation, there is a group of carboxylic, which is COOH. You can see that acetic acid is organic acid, which means it contains carbon, and this equation contains carbon, which means it's a weak acid.
Going deeper, acetic acid has a density of 1.05 grams per milliliter, a molar mass of 60.05 grams per mole, and a boiling point of 300 degrees Celsius. Now, moving on to the physical properties, let's see it. From experience, as you saw it, acetic acid has a very pungent smell.
I'd love to drink acetic acid, but it would be so harmful to my body. And besides that fact, acetic acid is also used for the manufacture of rubber, dyes, perfumes, and rayon fiber. And it also has properties of antifungal and antibacterial, so it's used in cleaning detergents.
Let's talk about the uses and benefits of apple cider vinegar. First of all, apple cider vinegar is useful in balancing your body's pH levels, as when apple cider vinegar goes into your body and the acetic acid decomposes, it alkalizes. And balancing your body's pH levels can help you prevent diseases like cancer, and it can also increase energy.
Apple cider vinegar can also be useful to cure sunburns. The way you do it is by mixing apple cider vinegar with a quarter cup of coconut oil and lavender essential oil, and within no time, sunburn will be cured.
It has also been found that a mixture of apple cider vinegar, water and honey in an empty stomach will reduces the chance of cholesterol and high blood pressure.
Apple cider vinegar can also be used to cure acne. Just take apple cider vinegar, apply it on your skin, and then follow it up with coconut oil. It is an easy, fast, and effective skin remedy.
Apple cider vinegar can also be used to cure cold and a sore throat fast because it's loaded with vitamins and probiotic boosting acetic acid. Taking 2 tablespoons of acetic acid with 1 glass of water and drinking it 3 times a day can cure cold and a sore throat very quickly indeed.
Apple cider vinegar has been found to have antifungal and antibacterial properties, which makes it useful for treating nail fungus, lice, warts, and ear infections.
Apple cider vinegar is also good for diabetes patients for certain reasons. Firstly, it increases insulin sensitivity during a high-carb meal and reduces blood glucose levels. Secondly, taking apple cider vinegar can also decrease your blood sugar levels significantly.
Apple cider vinegar can also be used as a cure for hiccups by overstimulating the nerves in the throat responsible for the spasms.
Taking a mix of apple cider vinegar and honey, 1 tablespoon each, approximately 30 minutes before a meal can increase the digestion rate.
Apple cider vinegar is also useful in getting rid of dandruff since yeast grows in a pH range of 4 to 4.5. Apple cider vinegar can bring down the pH of the scalp, thus reducing the chances of dandruff. It is advised to use a 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar with a 1/4 cup of water when using this remedy.
Apple cider vinegar can also be used to cure leg cramps. Leg cramps are usually a sign of deficiency of potassium in the body, and since apple cider vinegar also has potassium in it can be used to get rid of the leg cramps.
And the most important benefit of apple cider vinegar is used in cooking, where it is used as an ingredient for adding more flavor and punch to your beloved plate.
pH indicators are used to test if a substance is an acid or a base. pH indicators include blue litmus paper, red litmus paper, universal indicator, and pH paper. All of them depend on the color of the substance. However, since apple cider vinegar is brownish, we can't use any of those on this. So that's why we have to use the pH meter. And when we use the pH meter on this in our lab, we found that the pH range is from 2.9 to 3.3, and it is based on the brand because different manufacturers use different concentration and proportion of acetic acid.
If acetic acid was on the opposite side of the pH scale, it would probably be a base. Firstly, if it's a base, it would probably not taste sour, it would rather taste bitter, and it would probably not be used in cooking because it will probably be a strong base. In other words, it would also turn pH paper rather a green or bluish color rather than red. Since it's a weak acid, it will be a strong base, and a strong bases tend to have cleaning properties. So it couldn't be used in food, it would rather be used for cleaning detergents and soap rather than it's used as a flavor inducing material. Yeah.
So in conclusion, apple cider vinegar is 5 to 7% acetic acid, and acetic acid is a weak acid because it contains carbon, which makes it an organic acid, and most organic acids are weak. Secondly, it has a carboxylic group. So as we see, it's CH3COOH, and the COOH is called a carboxylic. And since it has a carboxylic group, it is a weak acid. It has a pH of 2.9 to 3.3. It is a brosyl-lauryl and an arenes acid. Is it a brosyl-lauryl acid because, let's see, it is CH3COOH. It has the H proton, and a brosyl-lauryl acid is an acid which donates proton, and an arenes acid is an acid which increases the solution of H plus ions. An arenes acid is an acid which increases the concentration of H plus ions in a solution. So acetic acid is both brosyl-lauryl and arenes acid. There are many uses of acetic acid apart from in apple cider vinegar. It is used in the manufacture of rubber, dye, or rayon fiber, and it also has antifungal and antibacterial properties. So that means it can be used to So that means it can be used to cure nail fungus, ear infections, lice and warts. If it was on the other side of the pH scale, it would be a base. It would be a really strong base because it's a weak acid, and conjugate acids are opposite in strength. So it would be a strong base, which means it would be like bleach. So you wouldn't use it on your food because you don't want to kill yourself. So that's all. So guys, what do you think about apple cider vinegar?
You know what? I think I'm in love. I'm in love.
I'm in love
I'm in love
We are in love with apple cider
cider vinegar.